Hello dear children. Sorry, I never knew you have already come to the class. So dear children, how are you all? I hope you all are well and good at your places and enjoying your learning sessions with me Navneet Kaur, your mathematics teacher. So dear children, yes, you are right. Today I am having a lot of drink. Why? Because I went to a party and they gifted me this drink today. Aha, okay, you want to know whose party it was? It was Bunny and Bunno's wedding party. Dear children, they have tied a knot forever. So, in that happiness, they invited me to celebrate. Hip, hip, hooray. When you're happy, you celebrate. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So, my dear children, we clapped a lot, we enjoyed a lot, and you know the best part of that party? The best part of that party was this yummy drink. It is so tasty that I was very happy. So they gifted me this drink. So how many of you were there? I can see many hands. So many of you were there. We were enjoying so much. Dear children, do you know what happened next? Children, then suddenly a problem arose. What? Let me tell you what happened. Since Bunny and Bunno were really very happy, they never wanted that any of the guests should go without having their drink. That is why they were worried that the quantity of drink should be enough for everyone. So they were worried that many of the guests are just drinking and many others are not able to drink that much. So the problem arose. Let me take you to the memories of that wedding from where I bought my jug and my mug and so much of drink. So, let's talk about jugs and mugs in Bunny and Bunno's party today. There is a wedding in Bunny's family, a family of rabbits. Many guests are invited: deer, monkeys, elephants, cats, dogs, mice, foxes, camels, mongoose, etc. So, a special drink is served to all the guests. 1 glass each. Everyone finds the drink very tasty, but some small guests like mice and mongoose cannot finish a full glass. But deer is able to finish his glass. So some others like monkeys, foxes, camels ask for more than 1 glass. Now the trouble begins. There are some big guests who go on gulping down glass after glass. Bunny wants to guess who drank how much. Help him fill the table. So let's look at this table. On this side we have to write drank how much. Less than 1 glass, between 1 to 5 glass, between 5 to 10 glasses, more than 10 glasses. And on the other side, we have to write the name of the guest. At least 2 guests, we have to write up the names of who are having this much of drink. So, think, who must be having less than 1 glass? Correct, mice and mongoose. And between 1 to 5 glasses? Cats and dogs. Between 5 to 10 glasses? Correct, foxes and monkeys. And more than 10 glasses? Correct, camels and elephants. Wonderful, my dear children. Children, I am so tired, so I was just having a glass of water. And you know what? It reminded me of a very cute child, just like you. You know what he asked me? His name is Laddu. And he came to me and asked me, "Ma'am, we drink so much of water all the time. And I am sure not all of this water goes out of our bodies. So where does all this water go?" He was so cute. So dear children, have you ever thought like Laddu? Let's try and answer his question. Okay, tell me about how many glasses of water do you drink in a day? Okay, on an average 7 to 8 glasses you drink in a day. Good. If I ask you, how many glasses of water do you drink on a summer day? Okay, so it can be 10 to 12 glasses. And what about a winter day? How many glasses of water do you drink on a winter day? 4-5 glasses. Okay. Can you guess how much water goes out of you? As Laddu was asking. And where does the rest of the water go? Can you guess? Can you guess how much water goes out of you? Yes, around 50% of the water intake goes out of your body. Now children, I have drunk a lot of mugs of this drink. And inspired by Laddu's question, I thought, why not I measure how much water have I actually drunk? Since I drank 3 times from this mug, I am going to know how much have I already drunk. So for that, I have bought this beaker. Can you read what all is written here? Yes, 100 milliliter, 200 milliliter, 300 milliliter, 400 milliliter, 500 milliliter, 600 milliliter and 700 milliliter. So this means that this beaker can help us in measuring the amount of water I am drinking. So let's check. I have this jug and here is my mug and I am putting this drink in the mug. This much drink I was drinking every time. So now I am putting this drink into the beaker. And see, this is 100 milliliters already and still some drink is left in the mug. So I am going to pour it. This is how much drink I drank for the first time. Then I drank 2 more times. So let's put some water again in the mug from the jug and put it in the beaker like this. This is when I drank the water from the mug second time. Now, what happened when I drank it for the third time? Let's see. Oh, dear children, this reveals that I have drunk 400 milliliters of water. This is so much. Now let's try to check how much water is still there. How much total water was there in the jug. So for that we have to pour this water in the beaker. Let's see. 500 ml. Can you see? It's coming up to the level of 600 ml now. 700 ml. 700 ml till now. Can you now imagine how much water would come in this whole beaker if we fill it to the top? Think. Can you estimate? I think this is going to be 100 ml. Do you agree with me? Yes, How? Let's see. If you keep on imagining, if this is 600 ml, this is 700 ml, then this would be 800 ml. And then this would be 900 ml. See? And then this would be 1000 milliliters. 1000 ml. Now you must have understood why I wrote readings only up to 700 milliliters. Yes, because I wanted you to learn how to estimate. So you are right. This beaker is having the capacity of 1000 milliliters. Now, my dear children, if I ask you how many milliliters make 1 liter, many of you know the answer now. Yes, you got it right. 1000 milliliter makes 1 liter. I repeat, 1000 milliliter makes 1 liter. This means that in this beaker I have 1 milliliter of the drink. Now get 1 little bottle. It can be an empty bottle of water or oil or anything like that. Now collect some bottles and a mug, a jug, a glass, a bowl or any other utensil like that at your house. Use the 1 liter bottle to check which of these holds more than 1 liter and which one holds less than 1 liter. Make a small drawing if you like it. Here it's written less than 1 liter and here it's written more than 1 liter. So in less than 1 liter, I have already made this bowl and I have already written bowl. More than 1 liter, a big cooking pot. Can you see? I have drawn this pot also. So like this, you have to fill in this table. I hope you will enjoy this homework. Okay, dear children, now look at the buckets in your house. Guess how many liters of water they can hold. Use 1 liter bottle and check if your guess is right for all the buckets. And then you can fill this table. Here in this column you can write about the bucket, like bucket 1, bucket 2, bucket 3. And here in this column you have to write your guess, and in the next column you have to write my measure. And then you can see the difference between your guess and your measure. Okay, dear children, now you have to match the right pairs. Can you see what all is here? Yes, here is a beaker to measure the milk. Here is a water tank. Here is a bucket. Here is a bottle of eye drop. And here a water surahi. So, on the other side, measures are written. About 12 liters, less than half liter, about 5 liter, 1000 liters and half a liter. So let's start. About 12 liters. Which of these pictures do you think the object can hold about 12 liters of water? Correct. Bucket. So let's join these. Now, you have to match which of the figure holds less than 1 liter. Yes, an eye drop bottle. So let's match. What about 5 liters? Yes, the water surahi. Let's match. What about 1000 liters? Yes, the water tank. You are right. What about half liter? Yes, the beaker to measure milk. You are right, my dear children. Dear children, let's see what are Naina and Jeetu doing here. Okay, if Naina pours 1 glass of water in her jug, it looks like this. Naina thinks she will have to pour around 3 glasses of water to fill the jug. What do you think? Yes, I think she is right. She will have to pour around 3 glasses of water to fill the jug. Okay, if Jeetu pours 1 glass of water in his jug, it looks like this. Whose jug holds more water? Yes, Jeetu's jug holds more water. How many glasses of water do you think Jeetu should pour to fill his jug? Yes, to fill his jug, Jeetu should pour 4 glasses of water. Okay, if Jeetu pours 1 more glass of water, his jug will be around full. Is it? No, Jeetu's jug will not be around full. It will be around half filled. Okay, my dear children. Naseem and Abdul had to fill their pots each with water. Both pots were equally big and heavy. So they went to the tap again and again, filled their own bottles and poured water into the pot. Naseem had to fill her bottle 16 times from the tap, but Abdul had to fill his bottle only 8 times. Why did Naseem go more times than Abdul? Think. Yes, because Abdul's bottle can hold more water than Naseem's. Okay, so Naseem's bottle can hold dash times as much as water as Abdul holds. Your options are twice times, half times or 3 times. Correct. It can hold half times as much as water Abdul's bottle can hold. Okay, how did you guess that? Yes, because half of 16 is 8. This is how we estimated that Naseem's bottle can hold half as much as water as Abdul's bottle. Okay, my dear children, look at these pots and the glass. Pot B holds 11 glasses full of water. Pot A holds twice as much water as pot B. How many glasses of water are needed to fill pot A? Think. Yes. Now for this, we have to write the number of glasses full of water pot B holds. Yes, 11. And pot A holds twice as much water as pot B. So this means the number of glasses full of water pot A holds equals to 11 into 2, since it is twice. So this comes out to be 22. Thus, 22 glasses of water are needed to fill pot A. Very good, my dear children. There are some potholes in the road. Before the rain comes, children want to fill the holes with pebbles. They bring pebbles in mugs of the same size. Hole A gets filled with 9 mugs of pebbles. Hole B gets filled with 18 mugs of pebbles. Hole C gets filled with 12 mugs of pebbles. Mark A, B, C on the right hole in the picture. Correct. You have done it very well. This is hole A, this is hole B and this is hole C. Very good. Which is the biggest pothole, think? Correct. B. B is the biggest pothole. Okay, so tell me, if jugs are used, hole A gets filled with 5 jugs. How many jugs of pebbles are needed to fill hole B? Correct. Pothole B needs twice the number of pebbles than pothole A. So if A gets filled with 5 jugs, B will need 5 into 2 times jugs, right? This means 5 2s are 10. So B will need 10 jugs of pebbles to fill. Very well done, my dear children. So, my dear children, now let me ask you a question. How much water can your school water bottle can hold? So for that, you have to say bye-bye to me now, and you are going to play with your school water bottle and other bottles that are around, or you can use jugs and mugs and then estimate. So for all that, you have to say bye-bye to me now so that you can have a lot of hands-on experience on the things around you and water. So it's time to say bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Till we meet again, just take care of yourselves.